Death, the only real certainty to life. Death comes for us all, and we may at some point in time take risks that put us a little closer to the death's door. So why do we do it? Well, we do it for thrill and exhilaration. And that brings me to today's topic. I'm going to talk to you about one of my thrills, and that's this here motorcycle. In today's episode of Understanding Your Bike, Part 1, I would like to show you the controls necessary to a successful ride and hopefully a thrill that doesn't end in your death. You see, a motorcycle, much like your bike as a kid, involves you manually controlling every inch of this machine with your balance. But unlike your bike where you just pedal along at 20 miles an hour, if you really reach those speeds, you're doing upwards of 80, 90, or 100 miles an hour on this thing with a complex set of controls that to a lot of people in today's generation is lost. And that's working a clutch, a brake, a gas, and a secondary brake, all through different levers. So today we're going to cover these controls to keep you safe, should you choose to ride, and I highly encourage it. So first, if we get a look here at this bike, at my left hand, you'll see a lever down here, right there. That is your clutch. For those of you that drive a standard car, and less people do these days, that is how you change between your gears. That lever and this shifter right here that my foot just tapped into. That is your clutch system. You pull in the clutch with your left hand while you use your left foot to operate that system. While you're doing that, over here where my right hand would typically be is your other handlebar and another lever. Let's take a closer look at that one. This lever is your brake. An old timer once told me it's your death needle, because if you grip that too much at a high speed, you're gonna die. This is your front brake, and that's significant to know and understand, and I'll tell you why. That only engages the front brake on your bike. Your rear brake is actually engaged by your right foot. That's this lever here. If you apply too much of that first brake with your hand to the front of your tire without consequently doing it with your back, the results are bad. You're going to lose control, probably fly over your bike, might fly up in the air and hit you. Not a good thing to do. So already I've only gone over 4 controls that you have to manually operate at the same time. Gas and brake are on the same lever. So your throttle is right there. There it is, followed by your brake. And on the left hand, you're operating your clutch system, and on your foot is your shift pedal. Those 4 controls together will help you operate this machine, do it effectively, and the ride will be successful and enjoyable. Do it wrong, and you're gonna end up in a hospital. Now, this is just part 1 of Steve's story on how to understand your motorcycle. Hopefully one day you'll choose to operate such a machine, and it's quite the thrill. It's very exciting. Risky, sure. You put your life at risk every time you get on one of these things, more so than any other motor vehicle, because you have no protection. You get hit by a truck or a car on this thing, there's no engine, there's no frame, there's no airbags. It's just you meeting the person you're running into in a very unpleasant way. So I hope you enjoyed this time where we talked about our brake and our clutch, our pedals, our shifter, and how they all work together to create a successful ride. And I hope that I'll have the opportunity to do a second one of these videos where I show you the basic fundamentals of getting this thing on the road. That'd be a real treat, wouldn't it? See you next time.